Hey friends, today we are going to be drawing Mario.
Hey party people, welcome to Party Create.
Hey, I'm Tom. Welcome to Party Create, where we love to help kids grow in their art and creativity. Today we are going to be learning how to draw Mario. So grab a piece of paper, grab a pencil, and let's get started. To draw this, you'll need a pencil, an eraser, markers for your line art, colored pencils, and a few pictures of Mario to help you get his details just right. We're going to go through this step by step: sketching, line art, coloring, and shading. To begin, we're going to start with a single line, curving to the left. This is our line of action and will make Mario look like he's moving. Everything we draw will be attached and moving along this line. Let's draw a bean shape halfway up our line. This will be the shape of his stomach and his chest. The bean will follow the line, so have it curve in the same direction. And next we'll begin drawing his legs. His left leg is going to curl down and meet from his hip to the line of action. This rectangle shape will curl down with a U-shaped shoe at the bottom. While his left leg is down, we'll have his right leg up like he's jumping. So we'll create an oval for his upper leg, moving up and to the right. His lower leg will be beneath, meeting at the knee. To draw his knee, we'll make a circular shape and connect his upper and lower legs. Remember, you can always pause and rewind if you need to. Draw on a line for his bottom, and then an oval shape for his foot just beneath that. The backside of his leg will run down to his heel and then push out to the right to make his foot. Next, let's get started on his head. Mario has a giant head, so I started sketching and realized I needed to make it a little bit bigger. Remember that to draw any complicated character like Mario, it always starts with shapes. This helps us get the size and locations of each part right. We'll draw in two small circles under his head to mark his shoulders. He's going to be putting his left fist into the air, so that shoulder will be higher.
Wahoo!
His left arm will start where his shoulder and head meet and swing up just over his head. The outside line of his arm will follow the same curve. Draw in a circle where his hand is going to be, and then connect his arm and his side with a smooth line. His right arm will be flexed, so we'll make two V-shaped lines with his elbow in the middle. We'll also draw in another circle for his hand at the end of his arm. Alright, for his face, we'll make a crosshair to help us make the eyes, nose, and mouth. His head is tilted just to the right, so we'll make these crosshair lines follow. His nose is smack dab in the middle, and his eyes are just above. Be sure to make both eyes equal distance from your center line. You'll notice that the inside bottoms of his eyes are actually covered by his nose. The shape of his face is narrow along the eyes and gets wider at the bottom. You can follow what I'm drawing or look at some other pictures of Mario to get it just right. Just remember, his head is tilted, so these shapes will all be to the right. Use those crosshairs. The top of his mustache goes along his face and is a really wide U shape and is hidden under the nose. The bottom will almost make a crescent moon shape, and for his mouth we'll have another U shape underneath that. Whew, there's a lot of details, but we're getting there. We're just sketching, so stay loose and focused on the shapes. His hat will wrap around his head and is higher in the middle. You can add in the ears and the little spots of hair coming out from either side. To draw in his hat, we're going to bring a line all the way up, with enough room for us to draw in his bill and the Mario logo on his hat. We'll draw two lines for this bill, the top and the bottom. Add in his eyebrows and the details of his eyes. His eyebrows are partially hidden underneath his hat and are crescent moon shapes upside down. The pupil and iris on his eyes will be at the bottom half, but you can have him looking any direction you'd like. The details on his mustache almost look like a cloud. We'll draw in the bottom row of teeth in his mouth. Add in any more details on his ears, his hair, his face, whatever you'd like. Alright, now to the hands. Make a ball shape and then make 4 upside down U curves at the top of his hands. Hands are hard, so we're going to simplify these on this drawing. His thumb is a small bean shape and will curve out to the right. His pinky will curl back up, and you can connect the bottoms of each finger together with one line across. With his right hand, we'll make the bean shape for the thumb on the left and those 4 curled lines on top for each finger. Each finger will look like a long bean shape, and you can draw a line across the bottom for each finger. I'm going to go back and smooth out all the lines that I know I'm going to use with our marker drawing. Add in details on the bottom of his shoe, his laces, and go over anything else you'd like. We'll draw in the details on his boots and his laces before we start on his overalls and his hat. We'll add in the Mario logo on his hat with a small M in a circle. And then we'll draw in his overalls. The two lines of his overalls will run along his armpits. The clips of his overalls will run down underneath his chin on either side. We'll draw on the clips and the collar on his shirt, as well as the pocket on his overalls. And once you're done, it's time to get out the markers. We'll take our best lines, the ones that we want to keep, and go over them with a marker. You can add more details, use different colored markers for different parts. You can even use a blue marker for the outline of his overalls, a red marker for the outline of his shirt and his hat. It's really up to you. This is my favorite part of drawing because I can take all my sketchy lines and make them look really cool. Also, sometimes I wonder why Mario is a plumber. I've never understood.
Let's go!
Alright, let's color. Erase all your pencil lines to leave just the markers. Be sure to let your markers dry first. We'll start with the flat colors. His blue overalls, red hat, peach skin, and brown mustache and eyebrows. For his eyes, just a little trick. I'm going to color them in blue, but leave one tiny spot white on each to make them come alive. To start shading, we'll first have to decide where the light is coming from in our drawing. I'm picking the upper left, so all the darker areas will be on the opposite side of his face and body. To start, I'll just take the color red and go deeper on the spots that will be in shadow, under his wrists, the bottom of his hat, and in his armpits. The same for blue, I'll make under his leg and on the right side the darker spots. As you're putting in your darker colors, try giving it a fade effect so that each shadow has more of a rounded look. For his white gloves, using a baby blue very lightly can help us make shadows as well. I'll add in some where his knuckles are hidden from the sun. On his face, there's a shadow under his hat, so I'll be using a darker peach and grayish purple for the shadowy spots. To make it more 3D, work in layers and bring the darker bits even darker by mixing in colors like blue and purple with the red for darker shadows. Whatever you do, don't stop here. You could add some shadows on the ground, a background, or maybe even Yoshi. It's really up to you. And there you have it, Mario. Well, hey, I had so much fun drawing Mario with you guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit like and subscribe so that you can catch more Party Create videos in the future. Stay tuned for our upcoming videos on Mario. We're going to be drawing a few more characters, and we can't wait to see you on the next one. See you soon, party people.